You see, the church is at its best when it's not about me, it's about others. The scripture goes on to say in verse 5, you also, like living stones, are being built into a spiritual house to be a holy priesthood. A holy priesthood. The word the priest's job was to minister to the people and help people to encounter God. It was about others. It wasn't about them. It was about them serving people and helping people to encounter God. There was a man who came to church and he sat with a big hat. He was sitting near the back with a big hat on. And immediately the usher came over and said, sir, excuse me, but the service is about to start. Would you mind taking the hat off? And the man said, oh, thank you for telling me. And the usher had a tag that said, Andy. Thank you for telling me, Andy. Good to meet you. But the man left his hat on. So immediately the usher went over to the deacons and said to the deacon, would you tell that man he's got his hat on? So the deacon came running over to the man with a big hat on sitting at the back there and said, sir, my name is Fred. I'm the chairman of the deacons. Would you mind taking your hat off? The service is about to start. The man shook his head. It's good to meet you, Fred. But he left the hat on. So the deacon is frustrated. He runs to the elder, gets ahead of the elders, says, Bob, would you go tell this man, take his hat off, the service already started. So along comes Bob, and Bob comes over and says, I'm the chairman of the elders, and you got your hat on. My name is Bob. Would you mind taking it off? The man shakes his hand and said, oh, thank you, Bob. Good to meet you, and leaves his hat on. So the service finishes. The pastor's thrown off by this big hat there. He runs down after the service and says, sir, did you know that you had the hat on the whole service? And the man said, yes. I've been attending this church for 6 months, and I have never met anybody. But today, because of the hat, I met the deacons and the elders and the pastor. And church is not about me. It's about others. If we're going to influence our world, we need to be about others. The smallest package in the world is someone all wrapped up in themselves.